Hey everybody, it's Elizabeth from Silvernest Homeschooling, mom of 4, homeschooling for 11 years. And if you haven't figured it out by now, all my videos are unedited, raw, and real because I am still homeschooling, and honestly, the only reason I'm even able to make these videos is because my kids are older and I have a little more margin. This week has not been that week, but I wanted to get on here and talk about courage for not quitting. You get to those moments in time where you think, why am I doing this? Or in my case, you're up against something that you yourself felt terrified to teach. And you think to yourself, man, I was bad at this subject in school. How am I going to be able to help my kids do great in this area, or at least survive this area when I myself had such a struggle with it? And I just want to say I'm coming from the other side. If you saw my French video, I was just thinking again, like, this is not my subject. Foreign languages have always been hard for me, and I've always had to work really hard at them. Cooking is not my favorite thing to do, even if I didn't have kids in the kitchen with me. And I just posted another video about how we helped our kids learn to cook. But I think the thing is that really just hit me over and over again, and I was looking at that and thinking about Jesus and how faithful. I had to stop and say, he's faithful. He's faithful to either grace us to do the things we don't think we can do, or he's graceful and gracious to send help. One of the other challenges I really have is science. It is not my forte, and yet the Lord has sent my mom to help me teach my kids science for the last 11 years. She has helped me teach them their high school and as well as their elementary school. So for high school, she's helped me with health. But all of the elementary school years, once they could learn to read, she has taught their apologia science classes and has given them a much better education than I would have given them in that subject. If I can give you one seed thought for tonight, because we've been sick this week, so I don't have my normal videos, but it is that have courage. Have courage. You're doing the good work. Do not come down from the good work. If God has called you to do this, or you have a conviction that you're called to do this, or that this is what is best for your kids, then I want you to think and pray in two mindsets. And we got these mindsets when my dad had his stroke. And that's another story for another day. But one of the things that God really taught me through that really horrible season was that I had a choice every day to wake up and be scared or to be thankful, and it was too much for me. The stuff we were dealing with medically was way too much for me, way too much for my family. And so our church rallied, but our church couldn't be there every single moment, nobody could fix it, right? It was too big for that. But the thing is, I just prayed every day, and I find this works with homeschooling. Father, either grace me to do what you've called me to do, give me the ability to do what you've called me to do, or send help. There's a scripture in the Bible that says in Psalms 20, it's one of my favorite verses, the whole chapter is send help from your sanctuary. So I would pray that, Lord, today I don't know how to help my dad. So either you're going to have to grace me to do something I don't know how to do, or you're going to have to send help from your sanctuary. And he did. He sent help over and over and over again. And so during that season of him being sick and then passing away and then starting to homeschool, that has often been my prayer throughout homeschool as well. Lord, send help. I don't know how to do this. Or grace me to learn how to do this. And looking back, the character development, the perseverance, and the sense of like, wow, not all school is easy for people. Like, I learned that from French. French was that moment for me in high school where I looked around and I went, this is hard. Oh, my friends, when they were talking about math being hard, they meant this. Oh, when they were saying English was hard, they meant this. This is hard. And it was the first time I actually had to really fight for my grade. I had to fight for my understanding. I never truly even got to like comprehension, but like I had to fight for that every moment of the way. And that was a lesson I needed. I needed that lesson for life. I needed it for college when I hit psychology in different classes that were that hard and didn't come natural. And so if your children are struggling with something that's hard is not bad. We can admit it's hard. We can acknowledge that it's hard, but it's not bad. So let us take a step back. Let's take some breaks. Let's see if we're getting to that point. You need a little courage. This is my encourage you to have courage, that if God has called you to do that, he is going to grace you to do it, or he's going to send help. And help may come from the most unlikely places. You may have some people in your life that have some skills and giftings that you don't have. My oldest is really interested in a lot of things that I know nothing about. Guess what? God has sent him help, sent him trainers, sent him people that he has been able to shadow and follow and learn from. He pulled a truck engine out of somebody's car with them. And I'm like, I know nothing, not even a smidgen about vehicles or pulling out things. So I just want to say, great job, Mama. If you are almost done, come on, you're almost done, unless you school year round, and then yay you're almost to another break. You can do this, and with his help. So I'm going to show you. No, we had a sunset that was really pretty, but it just left. Never mind. I'm not going to show you it's just a gray sky now. Behind that gray sky is sunshine. And so proud of you for not quitting. So proud of you for going and taking this leap of faith, going where you know you're called to go. And if it feels hard, hard is not bad. If your kids think it's hard, hard is not bad. And you can do it. You can do it. It doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but nothing worth doing is easy. So bless you. I will talk to you next week. Didn't want to miss out on sharing my heart with you this week. And I hope that you're having a great day, great weekend, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.